Call a meeting, Animal Service Committee meeting of October 21st, order to a roll call.
Cahill.
Here.
Desart.
Here.
Eckel.
Here.
Garcia.
Here.
Krajewski.
Here.
Martinez. Here.
Form. Anybody sign in for public comment?
No public comment.
Okay, chairman's remarks. I've been working with the DuPage animal. Oh, yeah, okay. We get a motion to allow Dawn to work
Second.
remotely. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Welcome, Dawn.
Thank you.
We're moving on to chairman's remarks. I've been working with the DuPage Animal Friends Foundation. Talking with the president about getting the foundation up to 2027, which is the first year we have to start making our $500,000 loan payments back to the county. So wanting the board to at least get to that point where they're raising $750,000 a year, $500,000 to give to the animal services to give the loan payment. They're going to fund $100,000 grant for us to hire another person to help with outreach to the community and also the social media. And then they usually give us about $50,000 a year, every year for a long time for medical, and then whatever else. So minimum $750,000. So their goal is to start working towards raising $750,000 a year minimum by 2027. They do have the gala lined up for this coming year. I think it's May 15th at the same location as last year. They're going to be probably looking to come up with a theme now going forward. The razor roof is already raised. So looking to have an ongoing gala theme, coming up with some unique name to have at least the spring fundraiser. I think the last 2 years it's raised, 220 to 240,000. So a little bit of work with that should be $250,000 plus every year going forward, and then other fundraising. I know the foundation president and Jillian, our foundation coordinator, have been going out into the community to many of the service organizations. I think they've spoken at Wheaton's Lions Club, Wheaton's Rotary, the Warrenville Rotary, Naperville Rotary, Downers Grove Rotary. There are a couple other ones, I believe, and they have more set up. And the majority of the people have no idea what we are doing when they go to these service clubs, what the county does. It's been well received and very informative. I believe one of the Wheaton Lion Rotary clubs is going to host their lunch coming up here at our multi-purpose. Oh, it's this week, okay. At the multi-purpose room, and people are lining up to set up tours to come look at the facility. And most of those service organizations in the communities are ones that are engaged in their communities and help raise money for organizations within their communities. And a lot of them have been asking a lot of questions and didn't even understand what we did here at the county. So the outreach has been very good and letting people know the good work that we're doing over there. Moving on to minutes of approval, like a motion to approve our minutes of Tuesday, August 19th. Any questions, comments, additions, corrections? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. One procurement item, if I get a motion for 25-25-18, which is second amendment to RWE's contract.
So moved. Second.
Any questions, comments? Where are we at with the HVAC?
So HVAC, we actually just had a meeting, I think about 2-3 weeks ago. We're hopefully on the final stages of figuring it out. All this is an amendment to give us more time to get that lined out. So the meeting was very positive. We're waiting back information from the contractor.
So any other questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Move on to our grants. If I get a motion for FIR 0165-25.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments on this one? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Administrative update, Laura.
Yeah, so the animals, you build it, they will come. They keep arriving. This has been a particularly big year for cats, just a lot of cats coming in. We're still kind of in the midst of kitten season even. Attributing some of the kittens part to weather, and I think people just still aren't spaying and neutering. We've talked about this at prior meetings about how we're going to be allocating more resources towards cat spay neuter. I'm going to be really happy. I was just telling Nick the other day when we can break 200 on our animal population, because every time I think we're going to get there, we just keep creeping right back up. So we're caring for 248 animals as of today. The majority of which are cats, 181 of those are cats. And the requests for owner surrenders keep coming in, the cats being found outside keep coming in. The people who are surrendering their cats, a lot of it is financial hardship combined with a lot of other just personal circumstances. We were talking the other day about, getting resources into the community so people can afford to either feed their cats or their animals in general, or provide medical care, but it's so encompassing and the problem is growing so quickly that I don't know that there's a great stopgap for that. So spaying and neutering is, I think, the first line of defense. Stop these accidental litters. Those people that let their cats in and out. We don't love that they do that, but we know it happens, and trying to reach those people. So, and our intake has been significant this year. Last year, we were just over 1,800 animals. I didn't pull the deceased upon arrival ones yet, but we're over 2,200 animals intake so far for the year. The majority being those kind of those strays or what we call seized custody coming in through police departments, other type of agencies. 846 for owner surrenders, and we've had 81 return adoptions. And we consider a return adoption at any time an animal comes back, even if somebody had it for 10 years, we classify that as a return. So just to let you guys know, those numbers are pretty big. We're really grateful to have the new space. We're really grateful to have Dr. Kristen and our medical team, our animal care team, which is growing, just really all around, everybody's pitching in. So when the weather gets
Who works
cooler,
on the-
things tend to slow down a little bit with the outdoor cats though, which is nice.
Who works on like getting our foster program or recruiting our potential fosters?
We have two people that do that,
Is
so
that Dean and Carrie?
Dina and Carrie, yeah. We have somebody that's just in charge of dogs, and then our other team member is cats and all the other small animal type species. So
Question on
Yeah.
that. What's the main reason for the return?
a lot of it is,
foster?
it's financial hardship. We've had, sometimes people adopt from us and then somebody passes away. The majority of them haven't, sometimes they've been quick, like they got the pet home and then returned it within 24 hours. That's typically more with dogs than it is with cats. And we find that no matter how much counseling we do during that session, sometimes people just, they aren't patient enough and they get the pet home and it takes a little bit of time for animals to settle in. And dogs in particular can be challenging, right? To give them that time and space to kind of calm down a little bit, decompress. So
You can touch on that. We did that one event. We had it for the low income, where was it 180 people showed up?
oh, we did a free vaccine and microchip clinic earlier this year with the line wrapping around the ring road, and we actually ended up giving vouchers to people who started getting dark. So we said, we'll just do some for free if you want to.
And those are all pre-qualified people.
No, we didn't do
Just
any
did open
income
to everybody.
verification. It was just open to anybody for that one. Our PPF program, which is the spay neuter program that's free, that does require income verification. Our income verification is typically SNAP or Social Security disability are the two things.
But that one night, we had 180 people show up for that event.
Yeah, it was a big night. So
Are we getting animals from any other shelters?
we don't do active intake from other shelters, but we definitely get requests from outside the county. We always prioritize our own county's animals first,
A request for what?
to take them in.
Do we ever take them in?
And sometimes we do, yeah.
So why can't we call them up and say, take some back?
We try. Sometimes people just show up. So for example, yesterday's a perfect example. A woman showed up with a cat and a carrier that she found in Oak Park. I am definitely not in DuPage County. She tried to take it to a shelter in that area. The shelter said they would not take it. They told her to come to DuPage County. So she drove, and she lives in DuPage County. She found it outside the county, but she lives here. So she figured not a big deal. I'm going home anyway. She walked in, it had a microchip. It belonged in that town. We called and she was giving us a hard time about, the shelter wouldn't even check it for her. They said, no, just take it to wherever you live. So we had to then turn her around when we had to argue with her a little bit, right? Because now she's inconvenienced. Now she has to go all the way back to this town where she found it. And we had the owner on the phone and the owner's like, yeah, my cat goes out. And don't love that, but, please just bring it back. So, but she wanted us to take it, wanted the owner to come pick it up from us. And that's taking up a cage, that's taking up people resources. And I was a hard, no,
I'm
don't
just
do
saying,
that.
We do a lot of good work and some people aren't grateful about it and some other shelters aren't grateful. Send them a bill or do something that'll maybe discourage them.
Cook doesn't even have an animal.
What?
Cook County
Cook County
doesn't
doesn't
have
even
a
have an
shelter.
animal
Is it
shelter.
Heroin shelter? I mean, it's just ridiculous that we're
Yeah.
doing everybody else's work. We turn around and ask for a little help sometimes and they tell us to go jump in the lake.
Yeah. Well,
In King County, they would schedule an appointment, that was like 2 months out. The alternative is then that people just let the dog go. And it just gets picked up as a stray and then brought in
and when
somewhere.
people are being like difficult with us because they're feeling a little inconvenienced about or being, and this woman's quote was, I feel like I'm getting bounced around. And she was. But by the
You should've
time
checked
she
it right
gets
away.
to us, right, now she's super frustrated, but we're the ones she's looking at. So we train the team on how to de-escalate the situation, appeal to their sense of doing the right thing, which is, please bring this cat back to where
I
you
know
found
we
it.
all have animals, but we've got a responsibility to DuPage County taxpayers too.
Yeah,
Not to do the King County work, the Lake County work, the Cook County work. And, you know, maybe we start to have a conversation with them about doing more. Or some of their board members about, you know, upping their.
We did reach out to Kane when the new building was going on, just to kind of instruction, not
Yeah.
send their people over here.
yeah, I think we've been very, forward thinking here in DuPage with what we've done and the services we provide. And I'm hopeful that this is a model for other collar counties to be looking at. You know, I know that, I know the administrator at Will County, for example, they built a building not that long ago and it's mostly administrative space and they're struggling with where to put animals, you know, and so they're going to their county board and saying, we need help.
Just build a brand new 12th story courthouse.
Did they?
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the state's attorney, public defender, everybody and their brother, so.
Yeah, I think the fact that we were so public about all the really great things we're doing, hopefully other elected officials in collar counties are seeing
You
that,
still on
right?
the speaking circuit with the TVs and radios on Opie?
Oh, yeah, that was a great one, wasn't it?
They tell the board about that, microchipped one that came in.
Yeah,
Can we work with, because it seems like, and I think it's just going to get worse when things get worse because the staff benefits are getting cut, things like that in terms of the surrenders. Working with our food pantries or working with an Amazon wish list or something. I know you guys have one, but you know, maybe getting the word out a little bit more so we can get, you know, and even for the gala itself, you know, I think if people come to the gala, they should bring food or something like that. There should be something that, you know, bring something so that you can help.
We were
people
just,
out.
yeah, we were just talking about that before the meeting started. Because not only are we short on campfire salt, but Hinsdale Family Center reached out to me. They usually get a lot of their donations for their food pantry of animal food from Hinsdale, but they get everything except for the wet cat food. And they're like, no, we need to do like a drive just for the food pantry
You know,
for
especially if- yeah, if
for
that,
wet
like,
cat food.
majority
And that was
of
just
cats.
one, I'm sure all other food pantries have the same thing. And trying to do more of those
Yeah, I
efforts.
know the
to-
food pantries that I'm involved with, I mean, that's the first thing to go is dog and cat food.
well, and we
Gone.
were talking about it because we just got a huge donation of wet kitten food in and it's gone already and we still
Yeah,
need more.
I believe
So I have Instacart coming
So that's
today,
something maybe to
so-
talk to the foundation about, maybe Jillian, and do some joint efforts. And that's what I just mentioned before the meeting started. Jillian's been out to a lot of these Rotary clubs and Lions clubs speaking, and that maybe we should talk to them about doing events, because they're always looking for things to do in the community. We talk to them about doing their own drives or,
I agree, right.
know,
You know,
animal
Even
cat
the
food.
township should be doing.
because I like this weekend, I think Downers Grove Rotary runs their Halloween paint, which is huge. The whole downtown's full of people painting windows. And they always ask for food donations. regular food, for the pantry. A lot of people bring a lot of it down, truckloads of it down there, but, you know, in working with these clubs to say, hey, can you add animal food too?
I agree,
And
right.
I think people, they love animals. A lot of people, they'll definitely probably bring.
And again, if you bring up the numbers that are people that have to surrender because they can't financially.
And that takes
afford them.
resources, and hence another reason why the foundation's helping fund another
Yeah.
person to help with the marketing and getting that word out to the
Oh, yes,
community. Because I think once you get it out there, it's amazing just listening to Jennifer, the president, and Jillian talk about these Lions clubs and Rotary clubs, all the people not even realizing the 2,000 animals that are coming in and the work that we're doing. And, you know, we've been getting stuff out in the community, but there's a million people. And I think once they hear it, several clubs have mentioned about potentially doing things for us. I know Westmont and Darien Lions clubs are invited Jillian to come speak, but they were looking at Darien to help do something for us over here. But those are the perfect, you know, projects. They're always looking for projects to do like a food drive.
Yeah, one of our team members, because we do, if we get donations of certain things that we might not use. And we try to give that away when we can, but sometimes people are just cleaning out their house.
Mhm.
And it's not always stuff that we can use.
That's what our focus is.
Sometimes we get food that we can't use, and we do have a couple regulars that come and pick up food from us. One of my team members, though, asked about maybe we put a, kind of like you see the little libraries, do we put like some type of storage unit that's outside, so it doesn't have to always revolve around our business hours as well, because sometimes we're not open at the times when people might be able to go pick up food.
That might be- that'd
So
be a
we've
bad
been,
idea.
yeah, we've been looking at a couple of things we can set outside near the parking
People
lot.
sometimes with their pride, they don't want to come and ask for it. but they would
And
be-
some, I'm sure that's probably the case too, yeah, so. But we have a lot of other fundraising opportunities coming up that, one really fun one that's happening at the shelter on November 12th is a Paint Your Pet event that we're hosting in the community room. Paint your pet.
Not your actual.
No. That would be funny. The group that we're doing that with actually will help sketch out so like, if I tried to just freehand my pet, it would not look good. But they will like pre-sketch it out and assist so that you actually have like a nice, kind of like a little bit more professional, if you don't have that artistic bug in you already.
What's the fee for that?
There's a family fee and a individual fee. It's on the DuPageAnimalFriends.org website. It is November 12th at our community room from 6 to 8. They're hosting a Lou Malnati's Pizza Give Back, October 28th at the Naperville, Carroll Stream and Oak Brook locations. So 20% of any orders from those 3 locations on October 28th goes back to DuPage Animal Friends. And then for those of you that were at the gala, some people bid to have their pets put in the calendar, and we still have calendar sales going on right now too.
Are those available now?
They haven't gone to the printer yet, but they're taking pre-orders.
Okay,
Yeah. And you can either do that on the DuPage Animal Friends website, or you can stop in. We've got the order forms in the shelter. The other update I wanted to provide you is
Hang on, too.
Yeah.
What time is our meeting on that 12th?
Which,
County board meeting.
oh, the night meeting, 7 o'clock,
Oh, is that the night meeting?
Yeah, we made it sound.
Wednesday night.
I can do that for you. We've been, as you guys saw, we've added some head count. We've been busy recruiting. We've got offers already out to some really great candidates for already animal caretaker, animal control officer. We've already filled 2 of our front office positions. We still have a couple of those open. We're still in the recruitment process for the Milo position, the operations manager, and we are still recruiting for a veterinarian. So I'm excited to hopefully see some new faces soon in the office.
Your workload.
Is that one not going well? We getting that?
We haven't gotten a lot of interest from it. I actually had a call the other day with somebody from the American Veterinary Medical Association just to kind of see how we're lining up competitively, and we're average. I think, once again, it's the shelter aspect of it. It's a unique track that not a lot of veterinarians go down. Much like people medicine, veterinarians can specialize, and shelter medicine is not as common a specialty. So I'm trying to.
Did they do internships while they're there? Didn't Dr. K intern while she was at Iowa State?
I'm sure they probably have some, I'm sure they have some exposure to shelter
Should we go to
medicine.
a couple of the campuses and try to get a recruit right out of school? like
Yeah,
U
so
of or-
I asked Dr. K to maybe reach out to some contacts that she has as well. And then I also know somebody at ISVMA, which is our Illinois Veterinary Medical Association, and asked her to maybe try to help spread the word. So before we look at the posting again, we're just trying to work our network first to see if we can
Has that,
garner some interest.
One that reached out to Dr. K about doing the.
Not that I'm aware of.
I follow up with that one, supposedly she interned for us years ago.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe we can recruiter,
Yeah,
hire as a free agent.
So I'm really happy to share and on this. We had an intern turned seasonal worker, part-time woman who was going to school locally here, who finally got into vet school. That was something she had a goal. And the other day she took a picture of herself. She had just done her first spay and neuter at
Good for
school. And she told Dr. K, I'm coming for your job.
That's
So
cute.
it
That's
was
great.
very cute. Yeah, we've known her for many years. She started as while she was, I think, a freshman or sophomore in college, Rachel
Is that the one from Elmhurst?
Rachel Rios.
I went a couple
I
years
don't remember
ago,
what
said she
town she
wanted to
lives
be a,
in. Yeah.
wanted to be a vet.
But we love seeing, I think that's something I'm very proud of, that the county should be very proud of, is the people that we hire. You know, we treat them right. We let them know that we appreciate the work that they do and they want to come back or they want to stay. I think that's something we don't see at a lot of other partner organizations, which is a really good thing to be proud of here.
That's a good story to end.
Yeah, we're so happy for Rachel. I'm so glad she's in vet
That
school.
reached out to me, that's only been out of vet school for 2 years and just wanted to get some more practice in doing spay and neuter. So I hooked him up with Dr. K, and then she said, oh, back in years ago, I interned out at DuPage Animal Services. And she goes, is Dina still there? She was my boss.
That's
She
crazy,
is, and
yeah.
then.
I mean, Dina's been at the county for a very long
And
time.
Dina did say she remembered her, she was really good, but she interned with us and then wound up going on and being a tech and then to vet school, and now has been out practicing for
Yeah.
2 years.
We had 4 students join us on Saturday as part of an ethics class from North Central College. And they had to do some community service hours, learn about how to give back in the community. And one of those women, she's a sophomore at North Central College, but her goal is to become a veterinarian. So of course, I really talked up shelter medicine in it.
Good for you.
And told her to maybe look at our seasonal postings when they go live in February for an internship. And yeah,
Laura,
just,
did Elizabeth Cronin intern with you?
she did spend time with
So
us too,
Elizabeth
yeah.
Cronin, prior chairman's daughter, always wanted vet school, but she thought, well, due to her father's encouragement and everything else, she ended up going to law school. But then she realized, I don't really want to be a lawyer, I want to be a vet. So she now is in vet school.
She is in vet
And
school.
She
Oh,
is in her
good.
first year of vet school at Iowa State. She
So
wants,
Dr. K went.
yeah, it's a great vet school. She's interested in large animals, horses and.
Yes, I do remember that from when
But
she was
she
at the
is
shelter.
just amazing. We're so thrilled.
Yeah.
I bring her every one of my questions.
You know, I don't know what it is about you lawyer folks, because I have a volunteer right now who's an attorney. And she was talking to me about the same thing. She goes, I'm really thinking about going maybe back to school to become a veterinarian. So-
People that you would have.
I don't-
You would perhaps.
Other things.
It was a much nicer.
You guys are like a jack of all trades. You can do all
Yes.
sorts of stuff.
Since we have 5 minutes left, I'm gonna pitch my idea again about getting veterinarians and their clients more involved with us. Give them the opportunity to, I always said, go to the vet and ask the vet to ask their clients permission to get their email address so we can have a block of animal lovers, because they all have animals.
Yeah.
Give them notice of this. We could cheaply send them information, come to the gala. I don't know why we haven't done that.
So I've always loved that idea, and a lot of it is, it's the networking aspect of it, and I'm hopeful with some additional staff, I can continue networking, because
Takes
just,
time to
it takes
reach out
time
to
to build those
personally.
relationships, to build the trust, to get them to train their staff, to talk to their clients
I
and,
mean, if we just had a pre-printed card that we could leave at the front desk, saying what a
Yeah.
little sign.
But what's even more effective
Want to
is-
support the
Exactly.
DuPage animal shelter.
Probably everybody gets so much junk mail. The way to work it is you gotta call the vet, go out and have coffee with, talk to them and then engage them
Yeah.
and then they.
So I need
Which I love
calling
doing,
somebody who
so-
doesn't have any pets and doesn't know anything
Well, you
about
go
us.
meet with the vets and then you can develop the relationship, but it takes time and that's what we're doing. That's the
I
problem
bet
with
there's an
our.
It's a great
association,
idea, but it's a lot of
I
work.
bet there's
But
association
I'm hopeful.
of
Place
vets.
for the full.
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah.
And
No,
they're
I'm
always
hopeful I have
anti
more time
against
to do
everything
that.
we wanna
So,
do.
you're thinking less of
Any other,
Pitch it
old-
Maybe
again.
different things.
any other old
Different
business?
things.
Okay.
Any new business? Motion
Okay, we
to
have to
adjourn.
adjourn first.
All in favor, say aye.